let me ask you this, since you brought it up earlier. You've been in countless movies over the years. Why is that? Because it seems like some of the roles you do take on, you don't have to, take on roles.
I just do what I like. And if I like it, I do it. I make a living as an actor. I haven't had another job in 46 years, bro. I used to be a counselor. I was broke for 20 years. I have a lot of relationships. I just did a movie called Blowback. The guy met me, called one of my buddies who's a buddy of his, and they pay me handsomely. And I do it. If I like it, I do it. And if I don't like it, I don't do it. I don't necessarily just take it for the money. A lot of times when you're struggling and then you finally make it, and some of your people that got their people, you got to go in, man, and go in and get 10,000 for 2 days, or 10. I get 10,000 a day. That's good money. And I'm not Denzel Washington. I still make a lot of money, but I'm not Denzel Washington. I made it to the middle. The middle is a great place to be, but to make it to the top is a whole lot of other stuff that I'm not going to discuss on here. It comes with that I'm not willing to do. So I'm healthy, happy and healthy in the middle. If I don't leave my house, I'll make 150,000 just from my pension, my wealth, my residuals, and my Social Security. So I'm good. I made it. I'm not bragging. I'm blessed. But I have a guy named Keith Neal that's in the middle, and he handles all the independent stuff. I never want to get to a place where my people can't reach me. And so I keep him in the middle. And then some stuff my agent brings, sometimes stuff my manager brings. I pay sometimes out 30%. My manager gets something, Keith will get something, or my agent will get something. I move, and I have so many relationships. So some people who helped you when you were young and starting out, like Ruben Cannon. Ruben calls me and it's not no crazy role, I'm gonna do it. Because Ruben is my guy. I say, hey, Clip, I only got 20,000 for the week. I charge 50,000 a week. But if it's Ruben, I'll do it, because Ruben hired me when I had nothing. So I'm just one of those kind of guys, and I don't let my agents tell me what I'm going to do. That's just me. And I keep a street cat in the middle, because when you get to the top, people can't reach you. And I'm going to tell you what Jamie Foxx said to me. He may not remember. He said, Cliff Powell, keep 1 foot in NIGGA. Now y'all figure that out. That means keep 1 foot with your people. And I'm always going to be with the people, because African Americans and young white kids and young Asians and Latinos and women have made me a household name. I am a working actor. I'm a character actor. I'm not a movie star. Movie stars open movies. I don't open movies. I made it to the middle. The top is another whole set of stuff that you got to deal with on every level that I'm not willing to do. So, and they don't let strong Kunta Kinte like me get to the top. It just doesn't happen without some compromise. And I'm not willing to do that. But I never knew that. I just did the work, and I have great relationships. And I keep a cat in the middle so that if you can't get to my agents, because a lot of times when you get on my level, they can't get to you. And by the time your agent gets it, if it's not a certain amount of money, they're not going to do it. I lost a movie, and I give honor to my man, Will Packer. I did a movie when Will first started called The Gospel. Got 30,000 for the week. My agent at the time, and I'll say his name is Jeff Witches at APA. He called me and said, you're doing another one of those little black movies. I said, you're damn right. I got a family to feed. And I hung up the telephone on his ass, and then they let me go. What people don't understand is that when you're with APA and above, APA, Innovative, ICM, William Morris, you got to bring in $500 to $1 million a year just to stay there. It's all money. And they can't make money if you don't cross over. Well, I've crossed over just a bit, but not necessarily. I'm like the OJs. But black people are worth $1.6 trillion. The middle is a good place. And he hung up the phone. And then Will Packer just hired me in Fight Night, the #1 movie in Peacock history. I just got my first residual check. It was more than 25,000. So Will Packer put me on that movie. Will Packer called me again. I'm going to work with Will Packer. If my agents don't like it, I'm still going to do it. So people don't understand the inner workings of this business. When you with APA and above, they're ready for you to cross over. That's why Motown, Cross Diana, and all of them First they was at the Apollo, then you got them at the big white clubs because they try to cross you over, you know. But there's money in the black neighborhoods too, in the Latino and the Asian community. And that's where I kind of landed. And I don't have no problems with it. I do well. I never thought in 1993, when I really started working, that I would make any money. So it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. Can I get another water?
I mean, 50K a week is pretty good, man.
But sometimes I don't charge that. I'm getting ready to go do a movie in DC, and I didn't charge 50,000 because I have a great relationship with the producers. So it's just, you know, part of the reason why I have somebody in the middle is because when you get to a certain level, you're not connected to your people. And I don't never want to not be connected to black people. I love everybody, but I want to love my people first. That's normal. That's just how I am. I don't know about anybody else. And I get a lot of flack. I mean, he's in every little ass movie. I don't really care what people think. I know what the relationships are. And then a lot of times I meet young guys like a guy like this guy, or a young guy like you trying to do your first movie when you got to have a name, but you can't afford Denzel and can't afford Lorenz. But you know, you come through one of my partners who held me down when I had nothing. I didn't have a plan. Maybe if I had a better plan, I would pick and choose. But if I like it, I do it. I don't need an agent to tell me what to do. I read the script. I have the final say on all the deals. That's just what I do. And it happened by happenstance. Keith Neal, who's now a producer at Swirl Films, one of the biggest producers over there, he started out as security, and people start calling, trying to book me for jobs. And I'm like, how much they paying? They say, well, they gave me 20,000 for the week. I like, where? I'm going back. Let's go back to Detroit and get it. I like the script. I read it. I liked it. I'm doing it. It's a lot of moving parts, y'all. And I just found my way. You know, I don't subscribe to everybody do it that way, but I don't let my agents tell me what I'm going to do. If I like it, I do it. Sometimes it's quirky stuff. Sometimes it's not the best quality. But a lot of these young producers, now that there's a streaming platform, they can't get to actors on my level and above. So I keep him in the middle and we figure out how to make the deals, you know?